Maximals, Maximal Primal. Welcome to a special one, 2700th video. Huzzah! But this is also a bit different because I didn't actually realise it, but it's been 10 years since I've started doing it, roughly. I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. You could argue, well, technically you might have had YouTube. You might have had like a YouTube account, whatever, since before that. So it's not been 10 years since you've had it. It's like, well, not that, but I mean, like, since I've started doing videos. Like, I agree with. Now, hear me out. Because of the was it the factor that we had 10 something videos, like around 11, 12 videos taken away by accident. That was my fault. So technically there should be 10. But the fact is that you got like a video like this, and I wonder, will there be ads or not? It better not be.
What's up, guys? Trustcouple here.
Oh god.
Just to like do a little quick video, not much. And yes, I'm on Minecraft Xbox One. Just to like say that some of you might not know, because loads of people probably
so you could tell by my voice, like, jeez.
Probably have already said it. Yeah, Title Update 19 is now out. Woo!
But I just wanted to do
a little treat. You'll be able to see me with this.
So what I wanted to do is like a little look back at some of my favourite moments, like from every year, sort of thing. But I'm looking at one of the earliest videos I can think of. I still remember it, but I don't believe it's up anymore. It sucks, and it was out last, and I was talking like US News or whatever it was, and I still remember it. I used to, because I remember it was like, what I do with my Discord group now, like I have my own group, you know, I'm in, and had it for like 5 years now. And this is the thing, it's like, this is like when clans were a thing and whatever, you know, back in the day, and I had the guy in Solaris, me and Shane kind of had that idea. It's like, okay, and yeah, it's, I don't know, it's very mixed, but
big firework like thing, and I'm just saying this now, this is not what you think.
This was like the Xbox One version, as you can hear me say.
I'm not putting in anyone's minds, and oh, I better light it quickly, it's gonna go night day, ooh, whee. And I hope you guys enjoyed that, for example. So I just wanted to like show you guys that.
I don't know, some bits I could tell, I was like, I probably wouldn't, you know, but I probably would as well, I don't know.
I was really excited about it, and I still am.
I remember like when this came out, like jungle
recommend go and get it now.
biomes were added.
I hope it's out for all consoles, so it's fair and equal. Yeah, there'll be a video later on in the next few days, hopefully. So, you know, if you're new to this channel, you don't know what I'm talking about. Recommend go and check out my previous videos.
So I don't know what happened. I apologise.
As well, I would like to say, guys, that this update is very good. Not gonna lie.
So, you know, you can see like over the years, Christmas message. Oh god, that was when I got my laptop. The promo was when I got my first laptop, so I could actually use Movie Maker and actually start doing stuff. Machinima skit. Two little Machinima skits. Me doing gameplay of the Elgato capture card as it up and down. That was me doing. That was me doing the gaming test. I was trying to see if I could do PC game like Bandicam. It's like, yeah, but then that showed up at the top, so I was like, I don't know. So I did have a way before, but I don't know, not for me. That's why, for example, you guys haven't seen me do. Oh, sorry, hang on. Sorry, I don't know why my voice like was getting all groggy. I apologise. Okay, so like, yeah, that's why I haven't done Spy and Strike, because it's like, it's the only one on PC, and it's so annoying that they haven't released on console. It'd be so much more convenient. Channel update, view and random. February update. Oh, I remember this. This is like when I was very ill. That was like when I was very ill, and that was one of the times I showed my face. I still haven't really done it for ages, and I probably could do like a little. I've got facial hair, but it's very scruffy, not gonna lie. I need to shoot over it and then have it go in and it'll be fine, but whatever. God. And when I was wearing a beanie, I think that was when college was started, I don't know. I think because I was really ill, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do like how well it's gone this year. That's when I started doing the intros. Then that's when I started doing. I had the Maximal logo, whatever. 600, 700. That was when I did my traditional thing, and for whatever reason, I put one of my hamsters there on the side of it. It's like it's a little sentiment there because I like that little guy. He was a cool dude. Whatever there. You can literally tell the progress, and then you could tell I also started doing different thumbnail templates. Shane is streaming No Man's Sky, fair enough. You can tell, yeah, you can see the progress over the years, and then boom. So anyway, I'm gonna pick something from every year if possible. I'm gonna pick something from a Let's Play or a video I've done. So anyway, I will be right back, and I'll explain the first one. So see you all then.
Right.
So this video is it's the earliest one I've got.
How I upload, generally like how uploading works for me and how I feel like.
So I did it via the Xbox One. So I'll explain briefly. At the time, 2014, 15, and 2013, I said that's when it happened. You could make content on the Xbox One. You could have this app, and you could a DVR system. It was very good. I liked it. But this is because it was that was the only option I had. I didn't have the capture. I don't know what is going on. It's a bug with Shane for some reason. I want to say it's a bug with him. It happens with a lot of people. Like whenever this drink, he's popping up now and saying, "Hey guys, stream." It's like, okay, yeah, we get it. You don't need to keep popping up. Xbox do need to sort that. Yeah. So my view was like one of the earlier ones. That's one of the earlier videos I do have. I don't know the exact dates. I'm not going to bother looking at all that. But yeah, like this was one of the earlier videos. You can tell like the quality isn't,
And what my part is.
So you can see the quality. Actually, weirdly enough, even on the Xbox One at the time, and that was not using Movie Maker. I don't know.
If you're new here, I recommend just go and check out my other videos.
Like it isn't too bad. This is like 10 years ago. So at the time, it's like whatever.
So you're not confused. But yeah, unfortunately, I tried to do like a gameplay video on gameplay yesterday of Forza 5.
But that's the thing that I've noticed. Like it's one of those things where I tried to do other stuff. Like it's like as a whole, I've tried to improve stuff over time. And you guys have probably seen like ups and downs. I think the Elgato had good quality, but then it just bugged out a lot. I remember one or two episodes I still remember this, and it was in Minecraft in the Firestorm Adventures whatever series, and I remember we were doing the Ender Dragon episode as well. I think at the time I was trying not to swear as much because obviously I was trying to copy a couple of other people at the time, and not copy, but I don't know. Like I was trying to take notes on them, and I thought, maybe I want to swear, but it's but I think there's a couple of swears in there because I think it was a bit stressy for us, and the footage kept fucking up. It kept glitching out, and it was just great. So I had screenshots and made a slideshow telling the story of what happened, and I was just oh man. But there's just not much we could do. The footage was fucked, and I don't know what the problem was. Whether the laptop just wasn't powerful enough to run it, which that's not great. But this is why I stick with the hard capture, rocket capture, whatever. That's why I still got that. And God forbid if that died, I don't know. Maybe this laptop could handle it, but I don't know. Yeah, that was one of those main things. I feel like I've gone better. I've tried to figure out a little bit, and I know it isn't Movie Maker's because the footage looks fine, but as soon as I upload it, it goes a bit fuzzy. So I think it's just the bit rate. That's all it is. So I've been tweaking that a little bit, and I believe it has gone to all right. It's not perfect, but I do believe it is better than what it used to be, and I think I am finding the right balance. But yeah, no, these used to be okay. I talked about, I think I ranted about the Elgato, but this was, I should mention, episode 2, and you could tell because look, where's episode 1? Doesn't exist, but this is also before any of that, because you had the Halo 5 multiplayer beta, and yeah, then you had Don't remember what that one was for. That one I do. That one, I don't remember that one at all. That was how long ago? I misspelled view. I've just seen it. There. God almighty. Did it there as well. Christ. Okay. I don't know what that one was. That's like 3 minutes. Oh, you could tell. I'm trying to think. My theory is my theory is it's a case of me getting annoyed at maybe the fact that people are playing games it shouldn't be. That's my theory. I don't know. But yeah, I did betas. I remember playing the betas and recording those a little bit, and honestly, yeah, they were fun. I like that. Give a little view of that a little bit. Okay, so we'll get to the next area and see how that is. So BRB again.
But unfortunately, it didn't, do the glitch or whatever for some reason. I don't know if it works on certain games.
I don't know. I was gonna play some, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, yeah, anyway.
Enjoy this BRB. Solar motion anyway, enjoy the video. If you don't, then the furry beast will murder you, so enjoy it now. Goku demands food to satisfy Goku's hunger. Release me, slave, immediately, or you will end up like Bottle. Goku the furry beast, I present to you a bowl, but not just any bowl, a mega bowl for your furry glory. Now may I eat now, master? No slave labor. Huff 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 huff.
Oh god. Okay, so I'll explain this. I remember I was getting into stop motion and I got a little bit embarrassed, but at the same time I was like, whatever. I remember I just used like speech, text-to-speech, because I was just like, I couldn't slave labor. God damn it. But Goku, I miss that little buddy. I miss him. God, I'm a bit sad there. That was also part of the reason why I kind of did stop, because he did pass, and I was like, nah, it's not the same. He was kind of like this king of the series, but then that's kind of a lesson. Maybe don't have hamsters in shows if it's sad. But alright, anyway, yeah, like I thought I'd do this. I got into like a creative mindset for like a good bit, and I do have these moments where I will do that sort of thing, and then it's like, okay, I'm back to what I normally do. And this was one of those times, and it's just like, I mean, I was happy with the sets I did, and the little ideas I had, and I think I had this thing at college I was going to do, but then I just got sidelined and just distracted, and just overall just like, nah, forget it. But and at the time I obviously did like other Let's Plays. I played with other people. I had Shane and Austin, other people. I did like other Let's Plays, like House of Game Straight, ODST, Fallout, whatever, GTA. But then I thought this, because realistically I didn't do really anything else like this since, so I thought it deserves to be there in the sense of, hey, this was like a little unique moment. Maybe not the best, but definitely a unique one. I'm not particularly picking this video like the whole thing. I don't remember, but I know as a whole, nice little capsule. But yeah, right, let's move on to the next one, and for fuck's sake, why is it saying... Okay, BRB.
The Taking King arc will be longer, which is good.
Okay, so, you can probably see, Destiny. So at this time I did other games like Sonic, I did Transformers, I did a little bit of Halo, or Halo's 1, bit of ODST. Finished up, I wasn't out on Minecraft phase just yet. I had like a couple of bits, I had like a couple of reboot ideas, and I just went after a bit. What else? Crisis, Layers of Fear, it goes on. But then Destiny 1 was one of those games where I was like, okay, I want to get into Destiny 1, and because realistically the content yeah, if this was like 6 years ago, well, it was around 7 years ago, I should mention. This is like year 7. I'm looking at videos like 6 years old, but I'm meant to be looking at video 7. Sorry, my bad. But essentially, I started doing Destiny, and that was the highlight in that case. But Sonic, I did like the whole trilogy. Did Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles. Well, I didn't do Knuckles bit yet. That was going to be later, actually. Sonic CD, Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, Sonic 4, that sort of thing. And it was nice to get out. I did Ark Survival as well. Like, there was just like these games where I was getting out the comfort zone. And this era was like where I was like, I'm starting to do other games. I'm doing not just one or two. I started like doing quite a few. And overall, you could tell I was, in Destiny, oh, God forbid, like, and I have to say, it's still gone going. I mean, I will say this now, because I will give an update. I have not recorded any final shape yet. At the time of this recording, I've still not I've not recorded any final shape yet. And I need to, because, like, I'm going to be so behind. And it's like, and the thing is, they're not stopping. They're doing more even after these episodes, and it's like, oh, God, I want to. It's going to be 300 parts, and I hate that. It's like, I don't mean that in a horrible way. It's just like, God damn, when can we let you go? Like, I want an end. But then I guess, it's like, hey, it's a never-ending story, but it's like, oh, man. If I knew in hindsight Destiny 2 wouldn't have been recorded, just because it's taken up so much, and it's taken up a slot for so long, another game could have. But it's also a lesson for me, because I've had Elder Scrolls 3, which that was me. I really enjoyed it. It does have an end, thankfully, but I recorded too much of it, so I'm going to hold off a bit. And when I'm low enough out footage, I'm going to double check where I am, figure out what I'm doing, and then finish it off. Hopefully, Mass Effect, and then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I've made a mistake by doing a lot of RPGs, so my bad. But yeah, anyway, about Destiny, like, this was like where I started really getting into my stride, and overall I think it is one of those things. I mean, I even slowly started doing game nights. I mean, I will say it, before this I also did a game night or two. Like, I did like a recording session with friends. That's when I slowly started doing that, and honestly that was good. It's just, I don't know, I don't have much to really say, because there's not a lot of super standout moments for me, and I don't remember what came out in order. I know you could like look at the release dates, but then it's like on console it's a bit different, and also I'm just like, I'm not as organised. You guys know me, I'm not as organised in that sense. But I will say that this was a unique experience. I mean, Timefall 2, I got a bit like, that's even more. It's more games. Like, there's quite a few I enjoyed, and overall, very good. So anyway, let's move on to the next one.
When we get to the ship, we can kick back, braid each other's hair, and chat all you want.
Yeah, when we get to my ship, I need to know what's going on. Right fucking now!
Fine. Like I said, there's a killer.
A killer? What does that even mean?
Alright, so, you probably think, okay, there we are. So, year 6. This video I won't say it's the highlight, but I will explain. So, like, this is where I start doing loads of it, like Solid Mania. I did Layers of Fear. I did actually quite a few horror games. So, Layers of Fear, the DLC. Sorry, I should mention Outlast, the Whistleblower, Slender. What else did I do? I did the Sonic and Knuckles I did the Knuckles playthrough. Well, I had Austin actually do that one. That's actually a unique one. I actually, as well, I'd say this year at the time, that's when I started getting friends involved. I think you guys might remember Marvel and Drone. Spencer. Me and him don't really talk much. He's doing his own thing. And that's fair enough. Like, people drift apart, but no bad blood there. We did Sonic for episode 2. We did Halo Combat Evolved together. And my God, God forbid, in the last special, or the special, like, you guys saw like some clips from going, oh, for fuck's sake, keys, and You know, it's little things like that, and yeah, overall was fun. Austin doing, you know, playing Knuckles, I thought that was fun, and I thought it'd just be a nice difference instead of me doing. I thought, you know, why not? He's over here. I'm going to put Austin Villa's torch in. I said about his jokes, and I think he's like, no, never again. And, you know, for me, you know, that was the highlight for this year, is the fact that I started doing more games. Alien Isolation, never played them. I've seen 1 or 2 bits of gameplay, but never. Same with Outlast, but never really played them. Same with Slender as well. I never played them properly. I think Outlast I did, maybe, but these 2 I didn't. Same with the DLC for Layers of Fear and a few other games. And overall, you know, I got up my comfort zone a little bit more, and I started including friends. You know, I think Paladins was also a thing I did with someone years ago as well. Like, I think that might have been the year before, I don't know, but I was starting to get more into doing that, and honestly, yeah, and let's say that was 2018 or 2017, I don't know, one of the two. You could tell, like, it was a very long time ago. Like, I mean, even now you can tell it's a bit blurry, but then that's just, you know, if I play, you can see. Like, you know, it's not perfect. And this was at the time where and the reason why I did it, I think I remember why, is because the higher the quality, the longer it takes to upload, and I think I try to find a compromise to get it up faster. But in hindsight, it's like, but then what's the point?
Yeah, whatever it is, just like any horror film, we're just gonna...
You know, like, what is the point? Because you go through this, and then it's like, you know, you can get it up faster, so you're not, you know, because the thing was, I used to want to play like with friends, and also you'd lag, because, you know, you're uploading, when you know, it's like when you're downloading games or movies or whatever you're doing, or uploading something, your connection's gonna like waft a bit, it's gonna waver, like whatever updates, whatever you're doing, it's gonna make the connection a bit more sloppy. So obviously it's like, okay, well, I need to get this up quicker, so I, you know, doesn't, because whenever I'll do it, it'll be in the middle of the day or whatever, and then people are on, it's like, oh. So it's like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I need to do it, I need to make it where it's quick and convenient, so worst case, it'll only take half an hour to an hour, done. But in this case, on my luck, and it's because of where I live as well, you know, like I said, not everyone has fibre optic, and even if they do, might not be as perfect, and that's fine. That's not fair. It's fine. But yeah, it's like, okay, that's where, you know, thankfully nowadays I've done it a little bit better. It's still got ways to go, I'm still tweaking it, but like I said earlier, hey, you know, we'll see. Overall, I'm happy with this year at a time, because obviously I was playing more with friends. I was getting a bit more, well, I still had friends to play with, but I meant like I was getting people more involved. And even though I've not done it recently, I know I said in the last special that with Storm and Brian, like, hey, we're going to do stuff, we do have plans. We still do, and this was early in the year. The problem is things have just come and gone. And I've just been busy, and also because we've got so many other games that I'm still trying to play. I'm like, you know what, I need to clear stuff up first, and then I could put a game in the woodwork for them to jump in with. Also, Dying Light, I will say Dying Light, me, Sophie will get it done, because Laura's out of the picture, and because she's doing her own thing, and Shane hasn't got it installed. He's like, look, fair enough. I think Shane's happy enough to do stuff like Phasmophobia, a bit Phasmophobia. Like, I think that's something he really wants to do. But I think Dying Light, he just got burned with it, and he's like, oh yeah, crap, he hasn't got the space anymore. So it's like, oh shit, okay, like, fine. I won't be mean to him, but no. So yeah, that is a game I will do. We'll get sorted. So anyway, let's move on to the next year. Looking at this now, like, God, it's imperfect, but you're not. Fair enough. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Actually, I think I had something okay there. Okay. So, not year 6. I wasn't trying to go for year 6. I don't know why it says that. But yeah, year 5 was alright. You know, it was So this year, year 5 or 6, whatever it would have been, so I'm lost track a bit. So this year would have been where I started playing more friends. So this is where I had Brian started getting into the mix. So I started having him. That's been a blast. Had a couple of other people join here and there. And yeah, overall Brian's stuck ever since. And honestly, like, he's been one of the best additions I've had, like, as a friend and in general Let's Plays. You know, it's been fun having just someone to play with. So, you know, I am looking to get another game with him. It's just a case of, like I said before, I've got other things that are just taking up space and I need to clear them up. Once I've opened up more slots, I could probably put a multiplayer game in there here and there, and that was my mistake, doing too many when, you know, people also started having stuff happening. That was my bad. But anyway, so starting up, but also I should mention, and I'll show it. I don't know if I can. Is it? No, it's not there. But I'll go here quickly then. So you can see, like, past 7, like, you could tell that's when I started. Oh. I don't know what's going on there. My controller has stick drift. That's a good sign. It's gonna die. No. But yeah, so essentially, I started doing different thumbnails. I actually started making, like, not just a Maximal logo. I thought, you know, I'm gonna do a little bit here, and I'm then gonna do something a little bit different. You know, that was kind of like my logic. I just thought, well, how about I just do a I don't know, how about I just do like a border of some sort and then just put the picture in there. And I think that was, I started getting that going, but it wasn't sorted yet. But overall, you know, this time frame, alright, you know, and I was starting again my grooves. I was still playing other game, mix of games I haven't played before versus games like Halo 3, which I loved. You know, had me, Brian, and still one of the other people we used to hang out with play, and that was alright. It was a fun experience overall. And honestly, Gears of War 3, as you saw here, like, not bad. And actually, you can tell it's slightly, okay, I don't know if it's just the graphics making it not as bad as it could be. But, you know, I played Red Faction Armageddon, you know, little things like that. I was playing a mixed bag of other stuff, so it was a bit of a mixed bag overall, but not bad. You know, not a bad year. Alright, so, so this is like 4 years ago now, so this is first off, like, where I started getting the thumbnails down. I was slowly getting them down. So Halo 2 I was doing. I should mention that Halo 2 was chaos on Legendary. Me and Brian, I was swearing like a fucking sailor. I was like, you know, I swear to God, whoever made this, I swear they need to get the sandpaper. Shame on them. I still remember that. I was so pissed off because it's just like, I thought how bullshit that was. Crackdown, I think I had Brian and me. So that was a factor. I might be on my own actually, I don't know. I can't remember. Been out a while ago. But you could tell as well, this is like the standard one I started doing. I started refining the thumbnail even more. And this is kind of what we've had ever since. I have actually as well, I should update. I have tried to update the thumbnail a bit more to make it like a bit of a refresh. Like a comic style sort of thing. I don't know. See how it goes. But I thought just something just to break up, because it's been that long, like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, not, you know, a bit of a change. But yeah, you had like me doing Dead Space, Crisis, no, Dead Space Ignition, never played that. Never played Crisis. So I now got hiccups, fuck's sake. Sonic 3D Blast, that was fine. But I thought I'd show, because this is also where I was still like using some older thumbnails, because I think at the time there was that place I started before I did it, so it's like I couldn't change midway. But you know, I did that, It was A-OK. And overall, did games like Fallout 3, as you can see there. And then, yeah, you probably saw already, around this time, Jack and Daxter was probably the first one, I think. They were the first games I started to do, other than Xbox games. I didn't. Tiger Tasmanian Tiger was probably technically the first. It was the first one I did that was on Xbox One. I went to a 360. You know, there you go. Same with quite a few of the older games, but these were like the first non-Xbox games. And this was like the first Wii game. Well, I guess Wii U game, because you know, thankfully it was all on the Wii U. So huzzah! Because I'm not going to emulate all that crap. I can't be doing that. I'm not going to do all that shit. Sorry. Anyway, you know, it was one of those things. I was like, you know, great. I could do more other games, and obviously at the cost of my uncle passing, you know, that's how I got the PlayStation. It was his, and the Game Boy Player, which I was like, oh my god, I can actually now do Game Boy games. I could do Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I thought that's actually quite cool, which is then that led into like Barnacle and stuff. You know, that was the first Game Boy Advance game. You know, it's little things like that, and I'm like, oh shit. But overall, you know, it was a nice experience going through all these different games, and honestly, it's been good to have a different experience. Like, it's just nice to have other games I can, you know, I haven't been able to have that. And I think this was a good year in terms of, I mean, obviously, like, no, it's not good at Michael Pass. I don't mean like that. I mean, it was a good year in terms of, like, hey, we've expanded other than Xbox. We've started doing we started doing PlayStation and Nintendo stuff. Obviously, PC I did dabble once or twice in, but realistically, it's, I don't know. I'll figure something out at some point, maybe, but for now, it's like, hey, it's a good step. Two different areas that I've not been in before, so that's great. I'm sorry. Switch. Okay.
Rising.
So this area is a bit up and down all around. Like, the quality's a bit dippy. I don't know why. Actually, no, I don't remember why. I think it was because maybe I was. Do I remember? Nah, I don't remember. I'm sorry. But yeah, this year was actually okay. So obviously, little brief reminder. I tried other games like Tempo, you know, Doom Sigil, Pokemon Ranger, you know, that sort of thing. But I did a Let's Play on Halo 4, which was one of my favourites. Resident Evil 2, never played it before. Well, at least the remake, and never played the remake, and I never played the original. And honestly, didn't mind it. I thought, fair enough. And I also forgot that a couple years before that, I started doing things like hard mode. I started introducing extra and hard mode, and I forgot to talk about those. And I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I talk about this? So I started extra mode and hard mode because I thought I would like to try this again. Because hey, if I could put on hard mode, I get an achievement, but also I get extra stuff. So it's like, okay, how about I do another Let's Play? But it's like, but then I don't want it to be, oh, here we go, I'm doing it again. It's like, put it in its own category. So it's like, this is the hard mode series. So you replay a game you've already done on a harder difficulty. Extra mode was for example, I guess I say Assassin's Creed Rogue is a good example. There was stuff that was just left all over the map. I was missing stuff. There was some side quests. You know, there's stuff like that. And for me, it's like, hey, completionist stuff. You know, me completing as much as I feel is good enough. Like, for example, Barnacle Heroes had Lego games, that sort of thing. You know, stuff that doesn't feel like it needs another part in the mainline Let's Play, but hey, it could be added on as part of the extra mode line in the series, and I feel like that works better because then I still have one slot dedicated, so when I finish one Let's Play on extra mode, I go to the next Let's Play, but instead of doing one for extra mode, I have like 4 to 5 games, and then I'll be like, okay, finished this game. Okay, now I'm going to the hard mode and doing this game, and then vice versa. You know, and honestly, that I think's worked for quite a bit. I mean, I've had the same sort of thumbnail for like so long, but at this point, it is like, well, you know, it's like whatever. It's an old thing, and I feel like don't fix when broken. But the main thing for me, oops, fucking hell, what is fucking stick drift? Sorry. But yeah, I started doing other games like Armored Core, Barnacle. You know, Armored Core 4 was just like, Christ. I don't know. But Halo 4 I had fun with, and this is where I started doing those thumbnails. That was quite fun. Like, Miss, because she liked the cowboy stuff, so okay, fair enough. So I put Cow Miss, Jake, like that with his skull, he's just an oddball, and Brian, because Leprechaun. I remember he was called Leprechaun at the time. He had his gamer tag as Leprechaun Army, whatever, and I just changed it. I just put a Leprechaun out on him. And then me trying to do a Primal, like a Prime like face, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, you could tell I've tweaked the design slightly on the thumbnail bit, on at least the character. And yeah, every now and then I'd change the colour, background colour, so it's like, hey, this is like a new, this is like series 5 or whatever, so you could tell because it's a different colour, so you can separate, like, hey, these are all like different areas, like different, every 100 videos, like a different colour or whatever. Different fonts as well, just to give it a bit of distinction. Some better than others. But yeah, Halo 4 was a blast. I enjoyed it, and like that's the sad thing about No Man's Sky, was the fact that I wanted to finish it. I got into it with Shane, me, Brian, Miss, and Jake, and the logic was, hey, if someone could be around one day, then we could jump in, we could all just have a blast. Problem was that it was it was partly my folks. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna build, but they got a bit bored, and obviously Jake was busy a lot at the time. Miss, even to this day, she's still very busy. I've not really had a chance to catch up with them really. Jake, I get to play over quite a bit, but that's because, like I said, he's got time in the evening. But like I said, that's the evening. Yeah, and like I said, it was very tough, and he lost interest in No Man's Sky. He wasn't as into No Man's Sky as Miss was, and Miss obviously was busy. So it was like, okay, it's just me and Shane kind of, because Brian was just along for the ride to some extent. So it's like, okay, well, that kind of scuffed the Let's Play. And then you have, then I discovered all the, like, oh shit, and I thought, oh no. I looked at it like Minecraft. I thought, it's fine, we could just drop it whenever. But there's a story, I'm like, oh no. So I'm just like, I made a mistake then. That's one of the ones I made a mistake. GTA 5, I didn't even do an improper beginning, which, on me. Crash Bandicoot, I mean, that was a mistake. The Wrath of Cortex was a mistake. Me doing extra mode, I gave up, and I was like, no, move on to it. I got bored, and I was like, no, you can't do that. You started it. So I went back to it, and honestly, shame on me. Should have done that right. You know, there's a few games I've messed up with over the years, like Sonic the Fires. I didn't even finish that properly. I've dealt with more bullshit games over the years, but that's one of the things I probably tempted to go back to and just like finish. Like, no, I've got to get an ending there. But no, you know, overall, not a bad era, not a bad year, not a bad area. That wasn't a bad one. This is one of my favourite moments of this Let's Play, so I was going to show this off.
Shit in front of us, right?
Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Well done, Richard. Do you know what? Like, you're the most.
That was an accident. That was an accident. I'm sorry. That was an accident. Come on. I was trying to.
That was not an accident.
It was an accident. I mean, in hindsight, it's like, why the fuck would you shoot and blow up the thing when your teammate's gonna die? But at the time, I thought, shit, they're in trouble. And then, boom. But yeah, so it says year 3, but it's year 2. I don't know. I just want to share this video off because I wanted to show this. It's like meant to be like 2 years ago, but like whatever. But yeah, 4 years ago, I started. Apparently, like the breakpoint series with Shane, then Brian, and then Storm eventually joined. I think that was one of the first times Storm actually joined us on a Let's Play. And honestly, Shane thought, oh god, it's one of the worst. I thought, no, I enjoyed it. There was a lot of bullshit shenanigans. There was a lot of bickering at times, like with me and Brian. But you know what? Whatever. I'm sorry. People watch Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond and May go at each other's throats. I mean, that's just kind of a joy. And that it does work. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. But honestly, this is one of those episodes, like you could see, where it's like me and Shane. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I love that. That was, those moments I miss, and I can't wait to try and get them into something like that again. But I think the rule is we don't want to do stealth games, which is fair. I wanted the tanks, I wanted to go boom, 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 but obviously, fair enough. I respect that. Fine. But yeah, I started doing Barnacle, the Game Boy game, I think, in year 3, or 3 years ago. But then 2 years ago, I think, was when I started getting to swing of it and wrapped up. So, and then I started doing Jack 2, so I was well into what I was doing. I even did Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I never finished it before, and I finished it, and I thought, oh, geez, what a sad ending. Not going to spoil people, no matter how old it is, whatever. DLC was fine, but buggy. Overall, yeah, I was well into Destiny 2 at the time as well, and God almighty, I mean, God forbid, I'm not shitting you. These videos are like 3 years ago. That's when I was recording like The Witch Queen and all that shit. That would have been when you guys... This is literally... What you guys are seeing now is when... So I thought I heard something. But yeah, essentially, you have the... like the videos from like years ago, and then they only just get uploaded now. That's how far behind I am, because I'm not just uploading Destiny. I'm not a Destiny channel, but it's one of many videos I do. But obviously, how I've done it. So yeah, it's like, maybe I'm gonna cut back instead of doing 10 videos, and that's what I should say. Instead of doing like 10 Let's Plays or 8 Let's Plays, I'm gonna do it to like maybe 4 or 5 or whatever. Just so I cut it pretty much in half. So then, try and get a good chunk of the Destiny videos out, and the Elder Scrolls ones, like, cut some of the fat from them. Not fat from them, but get them up. And then, the newer ones kind of rotate in a bit more better. I can kind of root out some of the, the other RPGs. Like, I think Far Cry's soon done, but who knows. But yeah, overall, like, this was fun. I enjoyed Breakpoint. Was a highlight, and there's quite a few games that did that. Transformers I enjoyed. There's Beast Wars was fucking annoying because I think it was to do with the I don't think it was the TV, because I think it's the connection. Because for example, with the PlayStation 1 you could get like a little mini flip up thing, and it has like a little screen on it. That looked better than what it was. So much brighter, I could actually see. And I don't know why, in the footage, it was so dark. And it was so annoying, because I feel so bad for you guys, because that's not what the game looks like. It looks so much brighter, and I don't know why that is a fail. And I don't know if that's just because, hey, I haven't got the right connection ports. I haven't got the right the right cables, so because of that, it's making everything look a bit not great. Which, if so, that's on me. I didn't, I'm not as savvy, and I'm not spending £100 just to do this and that. And realistically, most of these games shouldn't be like that. I mean, who knows? If it could be played on maybe modern consoles, then it might look better, and it probably would. But yeah, that game was up and down all around. And because I love Beast Wars, it's just a shame with that game. And I've still got to try and find the PlayStation 1 version. Hopefully it exists still. Who knows? At least Transmels anyway. But yeah, not a bad year for that. Not a bad one.
All the actual brains for a while now, and those candies there sure do the trick, don't they? Why don't you get me some more, would you?
Brian, are you getting yours?
So, last year I I was uploading a lot of Borderlands 2. Me and Brian were just going ham. Also, the quality wasn't that bad. Like I said, it fluctuates. You can tell I've gotten better over the years, but still, like, it's not perfect, but definitely not as bad as it could be in some areas. But yeah, as well, like last year I started doing, about a year ago, this was like when I uploaded it. So bear in mind, some of this footage could have been like even earlier. And it's like near the end of Borderlands 2, because my god, that game took ages as well. But now that's because there's so many DLCs. Let me see how long the video was. Yeah, I started doing longer videos because of the fact that they so I keep thinking, I'm in the middle of a sentence and I just go like so. So essentially the game itself, like, there's just that many DLCs, and I think I started originally with like 20 minutes. It was like Fallout New Vegas. I started doing like 20 minutes, and I was like, you know what, maybe I could push it up to 50. I think that's when I started doing like RPG games, like games like these. I was like, you know what, put them up to like 30 to do it to like 40 to an hour, 40 minutes to an hour. So that way, then, you know, super long RPG games, an hour or 40 minutes minimum. But then when it's like a game like Sonic, you know, 20 to 30 minutes, you know, so that way then it's like, okay, so then the smaller ones get up quicker, but then the RPGs are, hey, people get to watch them longer, so that, and also hopefully the parts don't become like 200 parts long. I mean, God forbid, it doesn't matter how long I make Destiny 2, I could probably at best stop it from being 300 if I did like hours parts, but I'm not doing that, that's ridiculous, and it'll take forever to upload. But no, Destiny 2 still in its stride, and at the time I was still getting other games done. I mean, you see here like God forbid, Beast Wars and Jak 2 is wrapping up. I finished that. Crackdown 2, me and Brian had a blast with, to some extent. It was fine. Quake, I never played before properly, doing a Let's Play, me and Brian, that was fine. The boss was a bit bullshit. To be honest, yeah, the reason why we did parts that long was because there was not really a checkpoint system. It's just each episode, like each segment. So whatever there. But yeah. And Breakpoint we finally finished. Oh my god, it took us a couple years to finish. And I'm just like, God, how did it take us that long? And honestly, God forbid if I do Borderlands 3. You know, like, and part of me is still thinking, like, how? Because you can see like 20 parts, and I remember there was burnout because I did Borderlands 1, and then right after I started doing Borderlands 2, and because I uploaded, like, my god, that's why I haven't done like Tales from the Borderlands. But also part of the reason why I haven't done that is because you guys know it, because Gearbox love it, they love doing it, they love adding copyrighted music to the intros, and it's like, for fuck's sake. Or especially in Tales from the Borderlands, for some reason Traveler's Tale decided to do it as well in the middle of, like, after you make a choice at the end of like an episode, it's like, no, like whatever, insert whatever famous artist, and it's like, oh great, there you go, copyright, fuck's sake, can't even, you know. Maybe there's a say you can turn off, then fine. But yeah, Halo Spine Assault, fair enough, not a bad game, but it was just like, I wish Spine Assault was on console. I don't know why they didn't release it. It's not like it would have required effort. It's playable with controller on PC. Like, they could have just put it on there for like a few dollars, done, made some cash, done. Live lock was fine, and yeah, overall not bad. That was like a couple of years ago. I finished that, and I'm happy with that. So it wasn't last year, kind of. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. And I got TNT, but I'm gonna keep it. There is stuff over here as well. Yeah, smack that, because I'm not gonna risk it.
Stuff, I got it. No, it's only if you press the shoot button, Max, which is.
So you can tell the quality is a little bit off here. I don't know why it is, because you could tell in like Borderlands it was okay, and I don't know what changed. I'm trying to think what I did differently. But yeah, essentially, so this is like last year, and we're pretty much caught up because I finished uploading around this year. This is also, at this time of this recording, the last game to be added to the completed Journey playlist. So every time I finish a game and its DLCs, I will put it in the Maximals Journey Complete Game section. This is currently the last one because I've got... Because at the time of this is like where I did Live Law, finished that off, and then Dying Light, it's been waving. Honestly, I need to, it's been waved up and down. And yeah, this game was fair enough. It was fine, but then Laura dropped her midway. She was just too busy, and I think her also, if you're busy, sometimes I think Sophie had a kid at the time. Well, she does have a kid now, but I mean, at the time, I think she might have had the kid around now. Yeah, and overall, it was just like a case of, okay, let's just get it done, because, and I think that's what we're going to try and do with Dying Light, because I think we're at this point now, it's like, okay, let's just finish what we can, and then we can go from there, and if we ever decide to have Sophie again, fair enough. And that's not like, oh, we're not going to talk about it. We still play and regularly play now every other weekend and catch up, whatever. But it's the fact that it's like, okay, we built more to reach you. We did like 4 or 5 different Let's Plays with everyone together. Maybe we need to wrap this stuff up, figure out how busy everyone actually is, and consider, right, what can we do as a group realistically? Should I get some other friends involved maybe and see if any of them are down, and just do 1 or 2 Let's Plays with friends, and then see how that goes. But yeah, essentially, I don't know why the quality went down on it. I don't know if I was trying something different at the time and then flip-flopped. I do remember changing it for Mass Effect, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so we're pretty much up to like modern uploads. You could tell like how I am normally, we're pretty much up to that point now. So over like a decade of, it just makes you feel like, oh shit, like we've gone from fireworks to this, and I just thought, what, I wanted to show it off because and overall, like these games I've done, and my gosh, still got something. I mean, this year, if we did like another 10 years, this year will be marked as, okay, this is a year of RPGs, just like taking up so much time, and oh god, that's what sucks. It's like, I've started as well. I think this was like the last year where I started doing like a video every single day, uploading, because there'll be times where I had like 5-6 videos left, like in the backlog. So what I'll do is I'll upload in bulk sometimes, like every day I'll upload something, and then, because in that way, if God forbid I couldn't really make a video public on my laptop, my laptop crashed or like didn't have internet properly or whatever, say maintenance work, insert maintenance reason, or it broke. Let's just say, yeah, it broke, or internet was messy, whatever. I could still use my phone or whatever, and then do like a basic thing done if I really needed to. So there's like some backups for a bit. It gave me time to sort stuff out. But I was getting low, so I was like, okay, you know what? This year I was like, I'm going to slow down a bit, and I kind of have been since. And honestly, I'm tempted to revert on that a bit, just so we can actually get more games out. I mean, that's the thing for this special. I was also thinking originally, do I want to make it like a Halloween themed special? But then I calculated and I thought, well, no, if I do what I'm doing every other day, even if I was planning to release a video every day, it would not be out in time. By the time it'd be out, it'd be like mid-November, if not a bit later, and I thought, nah. So that's why I also did this, and it kind of worked out as a 10-year anniversary, and I thought that kind of works out. And I know, like, you guys saw, like, 9 years of some of them. I think there's a couple of 10 years, but then that's the thing. Some of them were wipes at the beginning, which sucks. But, it is what it is. So, overall, I would say, like, I've tried to change the thumbnail a bit. I'm experimenting with it. I hope it's alright. If not, I do apologise. Worst case, I will alter a bit to be like, might look similar to like what we got now, but just a few things swapped around. I don't know, it might be something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna have to see. But overall, I'm trying to see, just trying to see how it goes. But this is my plan for, you know, as an update video as well. I plan to try and do Dying Light 2 again. Try and get that finished with Sophie. Get the DLC done, and then we're good. And then that's everything done from the original team, essentially. And the rest of us can, like, figure out something. I could see if some of my other friends are down for something now and then. I know we're thinking of Phasmophobia. I'm not sure. If it comes out on console, we've been waiting, and it's, you know, they've been pissing around. I know some people say, "Oh, fire," but it doesn't take a few more years for something to come out. I'm sorry, like, it doesn't take this long after, like, a little. I don't know. There's been, like, some controversy with that, so whatever. You know, and there's been other games we've been playing as well. I've been playing like Space Marines 2. That's been a blast. Some games on my Switch using the Switch Online membership stuff. That was been cool. I haven't actually recorded anything on my Switch yet. Maybe I will. So maybe that could be something I could plan. I don't know. I'm not going to throw it out there. That could be a possibility in the future. I'll say in the future because that probably will happen at some point. Just not matter if, it's a matter of when. And yeah, got to finish off the RPGs. That's the main goal, is to try and get as much Destiny footage, Destiny 2 footage and Elder Scrolls footage out the way, uploaded, and then I could start going back to, like, okay, I'm going to make a video public every day, so that I could do that again. But for now, it's just like, it's slowly transitioning. I'm trying to shake it up a little bit. So yeah, we'll see. We will see how that goes. But in terms of the current Let's Plays, yeah, they're fine. You know, it's all been fine. I've enjoyed them. And yeah, I've been tired and yawning a lot. I mean, God forbid I woke up like late today and I'm like, oh no, I meant to record, but whatever. Honestly, I've just been doing stuff with friends and honestly chilling. I've not been as super like hyped about recording as much as I used to. And also, it's like, basically I've got loads of footage. That's also part of the reason why I'm like, I gotta get these Destiny videos, because they're like, I've got like hundreds of videos and they take up space, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I need to probably clear up space, but I can't just delete them, so I need to just shove them out there. So instead of doing multiple new Let's Plays, how about I just cut down on how many I do, and just for a bit get that chunk of Let's Plays out, and then maybe just do 1 or 2 RPGs out of 5 or 10 games. If I was to do 10 games again, 2 RPGs at most, or even just 1, because of how big it is, because realistically that sort of thing just would not be viable. Like, it would just take years, and by the time they're all done, it'd be like 5 years from now, and I'm just like, no, that's not realistic. Thankfully, the games I'm playing aren't too bad, like Mass Effect and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They aren't, well, Explosive Sky, they ain't bad. They shouldn't be too long. They'll probably be done by next year, the time of this recording, but touch wood. I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, so there's that. Other projects? Not really. I don't know how it'll be. Do I want to... I'm still debating whether or not to do like a new intro or not, or just to do something a bit more basic. I don't know. I'm starting to think, do I want to do like just a little, hey, Maximal presents, and then that's it? Or do I want to have an intro but then have like a little outro bit and that's it? Maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking of spicing up a little bit, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. I want to say thank you for watching. It's probably going to be not too long, hopefully, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something like a little go through basics, and honestly, it's been one of those that I think overall it's been interesting. 10 years, and I didn't realise it's been a lot. I thought it's been like 5-6 years. I didn't think it was that long. But then you lose track of time, and it's like, oh god, I mean, God forbid, there's people who've done it for like nearly 20, not, or the next couple of years, it'd be 20 years for like some of them. Like some YouTubers started in 2005-6, so like some of them is going to be almost 20 years. That's like ridiculous. You know, and it's going to get wilder from that, you know. But yeah, going to wrap this up, and yeah, at the time of this, you might, speaking of the intro bit, I should say, you know, you'll know if I've done something or not, because pay at the beginning. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, and also we'll do the sort of thing again in the 28th 100th video. Actually, that's a point, did I actually even do it right? Imagine if it's like the 2800 video already. No, it's 2700, thank fucking god. Anyway, see you all next time, take care, see ya.